Iranian state media is reporting a cleric and close associate of the Ayatollah who was killed, known as Ayatollah Arafi. You will see his picture. There he is. He's been selected to help temporarily to fill the supreme leader's role. Arafi will serve on Iran's Leadership Council, which is a group tasked with filling that role, at least until a permanent successor is named. Let's bring in political editor and head of news at Monato TV, Hena Ghazimorad. Monato TV is a London-based Iranian TV channel. Thank you so much for coming on. Good morning from New York, Hena.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
This is an unprecedented moment in Iran's history. The supreme leader has been killed. Your reaction?
People are extremely happy. Imagine someone who is responsible for the killings of mass murder of the people, especially over the past 2 months, is gone. And it's not just about the past 2 months. He's been there for 37 years, 37 years of crime operation. So you can imagine people are extremely happy in Iran and all around the world.
Well, actually, I want to show the range of reactions coming out of Iran for our viewers. Let's take a quick look. We've seen protests. We've seen support for these attacks. Tina, can you help me understand what both sides are saying right now?
To be honest with you, I don't know what you mean by the both sides, because my observation as editor-in-chief of news and considering the connection that we have with Iranian people on a daily basis, we are receiving hundreds of calls from inside Iran. So the majority of the people are extremely happy about the situation. What we need to understand is that this is a totalitarian, ideological, criminal system. It's a killing machine. So civilians, unarmed civilians, cannot do the job by themselves. So what they've been calling for, Iranian people, what they've been calling for, and also the leadership of the national uprising, Prince Crown Reza Pahlavi, is humanitarian intervention to kind of create a balance for the people. And now we are seeing the balance of power is kind of shifting in favor of the Iranian people themselves. I told Newsmax in my last interview, actually, that a regime that kills tens of thousands of its own people can do the same to the world. Its attack on neighboring countries such as UAE, Oman, and Bahrain, countries that try to mediate for them, are evidence of the evil nature of this regime. The Islamic Republic regime has killed even thousands of Americans, from the 241 Marines in Beirut in 1983 to the present day. So removing this regime is not an act of charity in a distant land. It is a global security necessity and serves the long-term national interest of the United States as well.
Tina, let's look forward. Can you walk us through how the process will work in selecting a new leader? Who realistically might be in the running?
So this is a totalitarian system, and it's very top heavy. So when the head is gone, it's quite difficult for them to manage and regain the control. And considering the fact that the deep state has gone, the majority of the military and political leadership has gone. So the regime, what we are witnessing right now is that it's quite disorientated. I know that they are sending the messages of threat, and they try their best targeting, as you said, hotels in neighboring countries. That shows the sign of this orientation, because the leadership, the military leadership, is gone. So probably low levels are deciding on such acts, and that's what is you're witnessing. I don't think, in all of the analysis that I heard, even from your guest, I don't think the Iranian people and what they've done over the past 2 months is they are in your consideration, because they are not in this. It's millions of people were on the streets. 40,000, more than 43,000 people didn't give their life for nuclear deal. They want regime change, and they've been doing so even after the massacre. And let me be clear, the massacre didn't happen in just 2 days. Actually, in few hours, they killed more than 43,000 people. And this is not just a word. Let me tell you something, give you a comparison. during the Ukraine-Russia war, over the past 4 years,
That's right.
15,000 civilians, Ukrainian civilians got killed. In a matter of 10 hours, more than 43 hours got killed. So I think no one can have the legitimacy to take the control by its own, because the Iranian people are a really important factor here, and their call and their quest for the change.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.